Okay, so now I want to talk about three concepts of NOI: actual NOI, underwritten NOI, and pro forma NOI. So three different types of NOI. It's more to clear up confusion than anything. I will say, strictly speaking, you should use a trailing 12 months, also known as a T12, to find the actual NOI. So what a trailing 12 months means, if you're not familiar with the term, you really take the past 12 months. So if you're in September of 2023, you would go all the way back through October of 2022 and use those months to report what the NOI is. So strictly speaking, you should use that as the NOI. Having said that, on most sales material, they will show the underwritten NOI. So what we mean by underwritten NOI, as opposed to the actual NOI, which uses a trailing 12 months, is that we may use the previous expenses, but we use the current in-place rents. So what I mean by that, thinking about our trailing 12 months used to get actual NOI, let's say we raised rents, we added $200 to every unit in June of 2023. Now, if we do that, when we're going to sell the property in September of 2023, we want to show what the rents currently are, because really the lower rents prior to June of 2023 are really irrelevant, even though the actual NOI would show that. So most of the time, we will use the underwritten NOI to include the raising of rents. The pro forma NOI goes even a step further, and I typically do not like to rely on other people's pro formas. You will see that agents and owners will often inflate what a pro forma NOI is. We're really, at pro forma NOIs, we're looking into the future. We're saying, hey, rents haven't been increased yet, but the rents are below market rent and they can be increased in the future. If you do increase them in the future, here's what the NOI will look like. So oftentimes you will see a side-by-side in place, which is the underwritten NOI, versus the pro forma, which is really the future NOI, which could be projected. So those are the three types of NOIs out there: actual, which uses a trailing 12 months, underwritten, or in-place NOI, if you will, which is probably the most common used NOI, and then pro forma NOI, which is the future NOI, which again can be subjective and maybe biased towards the person selling it. So always be wary of, when you read pro forma NOI, not to represent that as the in-place NOI.